Hey man, I want to show you an approach that I did in Los Angeles, and I'm going to break it down and show you what worked and what didn't work. I saw this beautiful woman walking down the street. She walked right by me. I turned around, ran up in front of her. Make sure you're always in front of her. That's really important. Do not approach from behind. That's just weird and creepy and can scare her. But I got up in front of her and just had a short, normal conversation, because you don't have to have a long conversation where you're doing all these pickup tactics and techniques. In fact, that's usually just pretty weird. You can have a pretty normal, charming and confident conversation and make her like you and attracted to you within just a few seconds of meeting her without having to use all those pickup techniques. So watch exactly what I do, and I break down what worked, and you can use some of those tips the next time you see a beautiful woman that you want to approach. So watch the whole thing.
Many boot camps encourage men to be assertive.
A woman wants to be turned on. We've done all the testing and we know what works. Excuse me, real quick. Hi.
Hi.
This is really crazy, but I just walked by you over there, and I just had to come say hi to you.
Oh, that's okay.
Hi. Notice I took my time. I didn't just jump out in front of her and say, hey, you're cute. I took about 12 or 13 seconds from the moment I got her attention to the moment I gave her the direct compliment, because that creates tension, that creates anticipation. That's gonna make the compliment a lot more effective rather than just, hey, you're cute. That's like saying, hey, nice shoes, hey, nice purse, versus really taking your time, allowing yourself to feel your attraction towards her in that moment and describe it, describe the situation, paint a picture, create a story, because women are all about the story of how you approach them.
Hi, nice
I'm
to
Matt.
meet you. Nice to meet you, Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jamie.
Nice to meet you too.
I actually have to go that way though,
Well, I'm glad you saw.
and you're going this way.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Jamie? So just a little time constraint, because I passed her. She's walking that way, I'm walking the other way. I was shopping, she's shopping or something. I didn't even ask. But you always want to use a time constraint, especially during the daytime, because people are generally busy. They're doing something. They're on their way to work, or they're shopping, or they're on their way to meet a friend.
Yeah.
Right? You have a cool style.
Thanks.
Tell me, I don't know anything about you. Tell me one cool thing about you before I go. Putting you on the spot. And it's great to put a woman on the spot because, number one, it takes the pressure off of you. You don't have to keep the conversation going. She does. Plus, number two, it gets her talking about her passion or her interest, or what, depending on what qualification question you ask her. But a lot of other coaches that I see and a lot of infield videos that I watch, guys are just talking, and they're doing like 70 or 80% of the talking, which is a lot of work. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of lazy. I don't really want to talk all that much. And you got to think a lot. You have to be really perceptive and cold read her and use all these tactics and all these different things. Instead, you don't need to use any tactics, really. You just need to come from a frame that you have high standards and you're trying to see if she meets any of those standards. In this case, I'm just trying to see if there's anything interesting about her, because that's one of my standards. I want a girl that has a passion or something interesting about her, which creates the frame that she has to win me over instead of the other way around. What most dating coaches teach, all these techniques so you can impress her. F all that, get her to impress you. Anything. Well, like, what are you passionate about? Like, what
skits.
excites you?
Like I make skits.
Skits?
Yeah.
Like comedy skits?
Yeah, like on IG skits.
On Instagram, really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I like that. That's really cool. So they're like, well, hold on. I gotta hear this. This is like 30 seconds or like minute long skits? Like really short,
Yeah,
right?
they're short. They're fun.
Okay. Now, asking a logical question, how long they are, not a great idea. That wasn't the best question to ask. It would have been better if I would have asked a more emotionally charged question, like, what is it about that you love so much? Or do you feel really inspired when you do it? Or is that your passion? Or how does it make you feel when you're in front of the camera or in front of your phone and you make this like badass skit and then it gets like tons and tons of likes or it goes viral? What is that like? Much better questions. So feedback from myself. Hey, it's not always perfect, and the good thing is it doesn't have to be. But notice I kept the frame. She was asking me about myself, which I could have just definitely said something cool or interesting about me, but I genuinely wanted to know more about that. Like, that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever met somebody who gave me an answer like that does Instagram skits. So I genuinely wanted to know more. So, you know, control the frame in that sense. And you just do that for fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that to like help like an acting career or comedy career or just totally
It's like
for fun?
For IG, yeah, just like social media, work with brands, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Nice, cool. I'm in social media as well. Mostly YouTube, a little bit of Instagram. I have a YouTube channel.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's like helping people. So I love it. It's so fun to like entertain people too.
Yeah.
Like I bet that's why you love doing it, right? Or part of it. Yeah, because I've done some improvisational comedy, and it's so, you know, like improvisational comedy when you get on stage and you're just like goofy and crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you see people's reactions.
Yeah. You do improv?
It's the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I can. I'm traveling a lot, so I
Oh,
can't
you
always
are?
do it. Yeah. But anyways, well, you're on Instagram then.
Yeah.
Here, let's
Oh, are you
exchange.
filming right now? Are you like vlogging or?
Maybe. Is it cool if I put this on YouTube?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Just tag
You're
me.
awesome. I'll totally tag you. Okay. Here, what's your Instagram?
Jamie.
My internet's not working, so you can just write it there. I'll add you or follow you.
You want me to do it on here? You want-
So what I usually do is I get their Instagram or their Facebook. Social media is great because of course you can message them on there and set up a date through social media. But more importantly, she can see your life. As long as you have a decent life, then she gets to follow you and see what's going on, which creates more attraction. It makes her more excited about you, like, oh, this guy is hanging out with all these cool people. This guy travels a lot. Or this guy has some women in his life that are fairly attractive. Or maybe you just give stories where you talk about your opinion to the camera, but you do it in an attractive way, in a very authoritative, dominant way. And that can actually make her more attracted to you. So you can actually build a lot of attraction through your social media. However, I don't like to only get social media usually because some girls just don't see it that much. I don't know how many followers she has. If she has 20,000 or more, she's probably not going to see a lot of her messages. So I also want to get her contact information as well. So when I get their social media, I don't open up the social media app. I don't open up Instagram. I open up my contact app or a notebook app, a notepad app, and I get her to write it down there. And then I also get her to write down her phone number, and then I text her number because a lot of people follow her potentially, but not as many people probably have her phone number.
What are you doing on Instagram?
Just do it on there because my Wi-Fi is not working. I have a out of the country SIM card right now.
Oh, why? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from here actually, from
Yeah.
Newport Beach.
Okay.
But I've been living in the Philippines for a while. So I had to switch back to a US SIM card.
Yeah.
And then, do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah.
There. And you live here, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, maybe we can grab a drink sometime.
How long are you in town for?
I'm actually going to Vegas tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
And then New Orleans. So I'll be back in about a week or so. It's always a good indicator of interest if she's asking you questions. She asked how long I'm in town for. That's screening for my logistics. Fortunately, I believe I was leaving the next day or very soon. She also asked, tell me something about you earlier. So those are good indicators that she's really into it, because if she wasn't, if she was just being nice, she wouldn't try to keep the conversation going. Now, just because a girl doesn't ask you any questions in the initial approach, don't assume she doesn't like you. She might just be nervous and she can't think of anything to ask, and she just feels like she's put on the spot because maybe this is the first time anybody has ever approached her in that situation.
Yeah.
What's today? Thursday? Like, I'll be back in 10 days. Something like that. So I'll send you a message
Yeah, for sure.
And then we can grab a drink when I'm back.
Cool.
All right, it's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Safe travel.
Have an awesome day. There's not a lot of humor or tons of playfulness or anything really that witty or clever. And that's the point. It doesn't have to be. At night, yes, you need to ramp up the fun, but during the daytime, you still want to be fun to a lesser degree and have a positive attitude, but you don't need to be a dancing monkey and entertain her and do tricks for her. You just need to have a chill, cool, confident interaction. I'm not the most alpha guy in the world, that's for sure, but that's the good news, is you don't have to be. You really don't. You can get awesome results just by upgrading your personality a little bit. You don't even have to change everything about yourself and who you are to get women if you're not getting women now. You just need a little upgrade, a little fine-tuning. Tweak your approach. Chances are you're doing things that push women away. Maybe you're breaking eye contact. You're looking down, and you don't even know that you're doing that. But that shows that you are supplicating, that you're nervous, that you don't have a lot of women in your life, that you're not comfortable in this interaction, and that she's out of your league. Those aren't attractive. And it's just by doing this. It's a subtle thing. Or you're speaking too fast. Or there's a million different things you might be doing that you're unaware of that are pushing women away. So stop doing them. And how do you stop doing it? You get somebody to critique your approaches. You get a mentor, somebody who knows what to look for. Someone that can mic you up, film you, and watch the footage together and give you real-time feedback, which is what we do in our live programs and it's what we do in our mentorship programs. So if that's you, if either you're not approaching at all and you need that extra push and you need some help, or you are approaching but you're not getting the results you want because you don't know what you're doing to push women away, you have blind spots, and guess what? We all have blind spots. That's why I film myself so much. When I watch this, I'm still like, ugh. I still hear and see a lot of mistakes that I make, but guess what? It's way less than when I first started. Significantly less. Anyways, if you're interested in mentoring and live coaching, there's a link down in the description to apply for a free breakthrough session. We don't just take everybody. We're very picky about who we choose, so if you don't make it onto the call because you get denied through the application process, then I apologize. It only takes a few minutes, so it's not going to waste too much of your time. But at least apply. See if you'll make it. See if you have what it takes to get coached by us, because I want to help you out, quite frankly. And if you don't make it, then at least download my free escalation cheat sheet. Because after this, you have to text the girl and you have to go on a date with her and then escalate on the date and take things further. And that's where a lot of guys mess things up. So I'll show you exactly how to escalate and build attraction in a really smooth, natural way that's fun for everybody. So if you don't already have that, make sure to click the link to the right of the screen and download that cheat sheet. It's absolutely free. And if you're not already subscribed, why the heck not? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and let me know what other type of videos would you like to see. Infield, tips videos, interview videos, whatever you want. I want to create them for you. My name is Artisan from The Attractive Man, and I'll see you in the next video.